Captain Marvel review: a soaring tale of self-discovery with a 90s beat. CNET. Esto tumbin se pudlir en esto plus or minus ol. Don't show this again. Here are the phones and gadgets you can look forward to this spring and summer. Here's how Samsung's and Apple's affordable flagships stack up spec by spec. The first female-led Marvel movie subverts the superhero origin film in the best possible way. Captain Marvel Brie Larson rules the 90s. As the first film helmed by a female superhero, and the first co-directed by a woman, has a lot to live up to. The stakes are high. Let's Just Say, which opens March 8, was worth the wait. It's 2 hours of grunge looks good on Marvel. Larson is a member of the alien Kree race's elite military unit Star Force. Her mentor Jan, after a mission gone wrong, Danvers finds herself on Earth in 1995, a planet the Kree refer to as C-53 and a shithole. Here shall make the Maria Rambeau, Lashana Lynch and Carol Danvers / Captain Marvel Brie Larson. Carol and Fury become a sort of odd couple with little in common besides mutual respect. They share some of the, but there's no love interest in. Not even a hint, don't get me wrong. Captain Marvel it. Click for more on the women who make Marvel run. A. Rounding out the excellent cast, A plays the person Carol admires most, even when at times she doesn't recall why. It's very telling. The diverse array of female characters puts Captain Marvel alongside the undeniably feminist Black Panther, both pass the Bechdel test with high grades. Captain Marvel is previously known for creating low-key stories such as Half Nelson. The writing and directing pair Ofond are the latest in a line of interesting choices to helm an effects-driven superhero epic. And just like Odd, they avoid clumsy exposition is almost non-existent. You learn about Danvers' humanity through her failings. Falling but stand. Then there are all those 90s references. Panama Jacks. It also helps that Captain Marvel's soundtrack is underscored by Nirvana's Come As You Are, Elastica's Connection, and No Doubt's Just a Girl. Obvious choices. Of course, the movie isn't just a 90s music video, although there are moments when you might think you're actually watching a 90s action movie or buddy film with a touch of Terminator 2 or even Die Hard with a Vengeance. The visual effect. There are perfectly choreographed minimalistic fight sequences between two barefoot characters, and there are full-blown explosion-driven space battles. Carol flies in. The movie also pays homage to the late Stan Lee. The legendary not everything in Captain Marvel is what it appears. There are a couple of. At one point during Captain Marvel, Carol is wearing a 9 Inch Nails t-shirt, leather jacket, and distressed jeans. Only happy when it. I couldn't agree more. The first female-led Marvel movie subverts superhero tropes in the best possible way. Winter is coming, but until then we're left with reports and juicy rumors. Be respectful, keep it civil and stay on topic. We delete comments.